What's up, YouTube? Today we are going to go over how we do these awesome panoramic proxies. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do a brand new altar. We're going to do a force of will, a fierce guardianship, and a force of negation. And we're going to use a classical piece of art. I am going to give you guys the file so you guys can download it and use it as you want. I'm also going to give a step-by-step guide inside of Photoshop, so that way you guys can do this with whatever artwork you want. And we'll go over some in-depth things that I have learned inside of Photoshop to make these effects super cool and super unique. So let's get to it. So today I am going to be using my Epson ET 8500 to print out the cards for the Inkjet. We're going to be using Proxyjak for formatting, and we're going to be using Photoshop. The cardstock we're going to be using today for the Inkjet is going to be Proxyjak's white core paper. I'm sure some of you guys have heard about it. I personally use it all the time for my own personal decks when I just want to put something together, and I really enjoy this. I'm going to link this in the description down below. I'm sure most of you guys have seen it, but I highly recommend it because it is super easy to work with and it gives you really good results. So I have a couple things open here. I have Card Conjurer. I have the image that we're going to do. This is called The Fall of Phaeton, and it was painted by Peter Paul Rubens in 1604. We are going to use these to make the 3 free counterspells that everybody knows and everybody hates. I think this painting and the Greek mythology behind it fits the mechanics very well. Phaeton was taking a trip across the sky in his father's flying chariot, and it was struck down by one of the Greek gods, and he failed his mission. I think this story kind of plays into the idea, especially in CEDH, that when someone goes for a win and you hit them with the free counterspell, it kind of stops them in their tracks. And I think this is a pretty good representation of that, and we are going to use it to create 3 cards. So let me show you how to do that. So we are going to do Fierce Guardianship, Force of Negation, and Force of Will. We also need Proxied, and let's get this set up. So we're going to move over to Photoshop, and we are going to create our base layer. We are going to create a new file, and we want these parameters set right here. So because this is 3 cards wide, we want it at 189 millimeters. So you can see here, I have this set to millimeters. 189, that would be 3 card widths. And then 88 millimeters for the height. That's not going to change, so we're going to leave that there. I have this set to 720 resolution, and that's just because that's what I have that set specifically for the Eufy, because in standard mode it prints at 700 for the resolution, and it just makes the computer do a lot less work trying to interpret what the resolution is and what to send to the printer. So we're going to create this, and we want to make sure it has a transparent background, and we'll hit create. So let's go here. So what we are going to do is we are going to place embedded, and we are going to grab the painting. That looks pretty good. I am actually fairly happy with how that's placed. Let's move it up a little. Yep. I like it right there. Okay. So we have our image placed where we want it. Now we just need to go to Card Conjurer. I created my own set symbol for this, and I'll include the PSD file for you guys if you want to include this, if you want to do like a Greek style deck or Greek style cards. This was super easy to make, and I'll go over how to make that real quick. How I made the set symbol inside of Photoshop. I grabbed the omega symbol, gave it a transparent background, turned it into a smart layer, and actually, you know what? Let's just totally start this over. So we're not going to save that. So I am going to open this up as a smart layer, and we can see it has the transparencies, and it's just the vector image of the omega symbol. And I found this really cool gloss texture background yesterday that I had a lot of fun working with. And I just want to set it up, scale it to the whole image, click done. We are going to rasterize this right away. Click on this layer, grab the selection tool, highlight the omega symbol, right click, select inverse, go back up to the golden texture, and just click delete. Now, if I merge those two together, deselect it, we now have a golden set symbol that we can export. You could technically do a color overlay with these if you wanted to make the silver and then obviously the mythic symbol, but we're not going to do that today because this is more about making the panoramic proxy cards. All right, so that was a fun little side quest. Let's go back to our image here. So the next thing we need to do is we need to get the text. So let's do that. So for the actual cards and the text, I like to do an outline around all of my text and the mana symbols. So for the mana symbols, we want to have an outline of 20. And I'm going to copy that and paste it into the title. And then for the title, we also want to add font color white. So these parameters can all be found where it says text code and mana code reference. If you click that, it'll bring up this giant list of stuff. It's pretty cool. And you can reference this anytime if you would like to. So we're going to do Fierce Guardianship as our first card. Let's copy that, put it into the title. Let's grab the type, paste that. Oh, I forgot. I like to just copy and paste everything. Makes it a lot easier because I make a lot of typos. So let's copy that, paste it. Oh, shoot. There we go. And I also like to just delete the space. It kind of keeps this contained a little bit here. And then the mana cost. 2 colorless and U for blue. All right, so this is one of our cards. So let's go down here and download it. All right. So you guys get the gist of this. I am just going to move back into Photoshop because I already did the other two. And we are just going to start placing them into the project. So we're going to click Place Embedded. We are going to grab Fierce Guardianship. And I want Fierce Guardianship in the middle. You don't have to do the middle one first because the way that this is set up is the export from Card Conjurer is the exact same height as this project right here. So when you upload it, it's going to stick it right in the middle and it's going to be exactly where it needs to be, which is super helpful. So we're going to click Done and we are going to place Embedded. Let's do Force of Negation. And Force of Negation can go over here because I feel like it's a little bit more chaotic since you are not limited by having a commander. And let's do force of will all the way on the right. And as you see, just dragging it over into the corner gives us like the perfect ratio for these things. So now, this is where we get into the part that we actually make the cards. I am going to go to the crop tool, right click, and we want this slice select tool. So we're going to grab that. And then we're going to right click and go down to where it says divide slice. And this won't be checked when you open it, but we want to divide vertically into 3 slices across, evenly spaced. And then if we just click OK, you can see that those lines have now popped up. From here, so for the inkjet guys, we're pretty much done at this point. And what we can do now is we can export this into files that we can then upload into Proxy. So let's go ahead and do that. So we are going to click File, Export, and we want to save for web. We want to save them as PNG 24s, and I have the transparency button clicked, but they don't need to be transparent. And all you would do is click Save, and we want this to go into a folder. So I have a folder with classical art cards, and that's where I want this to go. And I am going to name the file name counter spells. And I want to hit save. So now those are going to get saved into that folder, and then we can go in and grab them and format them on Proxy. All right, so we are on proxy.com. If you don't use this site for formatting and you use other sites, but you can upload custom images, this should work. I just use this one specifically because I think it's the easiest, and it always works. So I am also friends with Clippy. If you're not following him, I would follow him on TikTok and stuff. He's always dropping some pretty cool videos and very helpful things for inkjet printing. All right, so let's upload images, and it has those images right there. Let's grab those and put them into Proxy. So you can see here, we have this perfectly set up. How I personally did this was doing the columns at 4, rows at 2. And the reason I do it that way, 8 cards per sheet, is because that's what's recommended to work with the Proxyjak paper to make sure it gets that nice rigid snap to it. I set the bleed width to 0.5 and the card spacing to 1 millimeter in both directions. I do not use guides. I just don't do it. And all we would need to do at this point is, if you want to fill out the sheet, and then we would just export this to PDF and then get it ready to print. I can show you how I have mine set up. So if I was to print this out, I would want to click the properties. For the specific paper we're using, we want premium photo paper semi-gloss, have the quality set to high, and I would just hit print. I printed this out earlier before I recorded this segment of the video, and I am going to go grab those and show you how it looks. All right, I have my cards off the Epson. I'm going to line them up here real quick. And there they are. So you can kind of see how that looks. Now, I didn't do any color adjustments and stuff, so they might look a little bit oversaturated, but that's okay because this is a really cool thing that you guys can do. And it's become one of my favorite tricks when I'm making my custom cards because it just opens up a whole ton of possibilities. One of the things that I think of immediately that I really like that other people do that I can't do because I'm not very good at drawing is doing graffiti and doing that over like two cards. So if you have like a partner commander and you're semi decent at working inside of Photoshop, you could now do that. Have the two cards connecting together, edit something over edit something over the text box with some fonts that you guys find, and make some really unique stuff. So I am going to show you guys a much better video of these cards laying next to each other, so that way you can see the work that we did. So here we go. That is how it turned out. It's almost seamless. I am going to do two sets. So I will have one where it's just the normal text, and then I will also include this one. So that way you guys can try it out at home and, have some super sick and unique cards and, show them off at the table and just have fun with them. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I can't wait to make more content for you guys. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. So I really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night.